In the bustling city of Enugu lived a nurse named Nkechi. She was the heart of the hospital, known for her incredible kindness and the way she treated every single patient like her own family. But Nkechi had one tiny, persistent problem. She was always late for work. It didn't matter what she did, setting 5 alarms, sleeping in her uniform, preparing everything the night before. Something always seemed to get in her way. One morning, however, things went from bad to worse. Her phone died overnight, and the alarm never went off. She woke up with a jolt at 6:45 a.m., the exact time she was supposed to be starting her shift. "Oh no, not today," she whispered, her heart pounding. She skipped breakfast, threw on her uniform, and bolted out the door. But as soon as she reached the bus stop, the sky opened up and rain poured down. The buses were jam-packed, and traffic was at a complete standstill. Time was slipping away, and all she could do was pray for a miracle. Finally, a Nkechi driver, seeing her desperation, zipped through the gridlocked streets. Nkechi arrived at the hospital gate at 7:52 a.m. with just 8 minutes to spare. She sprinted down the hallway, her shoes squeaking on the polished floors. Ignoring the familiar stares from her colleagues, she braced herself for the usual lecture from the matron, for the sighs of frustration. But what she walked into was far from what she expected. The moment she burst into the ward, she saw chaos. A pregnant woman was crying out in pain, and the nurses were scrambling to prepare for an emergency delivery. The attending nurse had fainted from the stress, leaving them desperately short-handed. The doctor spotted her and yelled, "Thank God you're here, Nurse Nkechi. Scrub her now." Without a second to think, Nkechi jumped into action. Her training took over. Her hands were steady, her mind sharp, and her calm voice soothed the terrified mother-to-be. 30 intense minutes later, the beautiful, loud cry of a healthy baby boy filled the room. Everyone let out a collective sigh of relief. The doctor turned to her, a look of awe on his face. He said, "If you had come 5 minutes earlier or 5 minutes later, we might have missed this window. You arrived at the exact moment we needed you." Nkechi stood there stunned. Her lateness, the very thing she hated about herself, had been part of a perfectly timed miracle. Later, when the matron approached her, she didn't scold her. Instead, she smiled gently and said, "Sometimes God's timing is different from ours. But still, my dear, please try to be early tomorrow." Nkechi laughed, a wave of relief and embarrassment washing over her in a double quotes, "Yes, Ma, I will." She never forgot the day her greatest flaw put her right where she needed to be, right on time. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing stories. See you next time.